Hi everyone, this is AlphaAli. Welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone's alright. So today I am doing a plat VOD review of Froggy. Froggy is a long-time viewer of my channel and has basically saved up 5,000 channel points in order to basically do the VOD review. You can also get your own if you simply just sit and watch my Twitch, and it is going to be increased, sadly. I know, inflation, I'm sorry everyone, but it will be increased to 10,000 channel points just because I like to spend a lot of time going through these very much in detail as much as I can, and I want you guys to be able to get a good game for me to kind of VOD review. A game that's essentially not that you're rolling the enemy team or the enemy team's rolling you. It's been more of a match where it's just a general match where you feel as though you played yourself quite well, but obviously it works if it's usually a game that you don't roll people, because I have more to talk about. So looking at your comp, we have a Sojourn, Tracer, Monkey, Zen, and obviously yourself as Mercy. Sojourn is amazing to damage boost. You can damage boost as well your Winston if he dives into people. Tracer could also, like, obviously you can damage boost, you know, if he's going to engage, or like you have, you know, your beam nearby, but you don't really want to be touching your Tracer. And obviously Zen, you might need to peel back forward, but the Zen in the Discord with the Mercy, like, damage boost, you should be able to annihilate people. So nice little, you know, team bonding exercise. I think here I'd switch to Lucio, just purely just to get your team out quicker. If you're ever on like any of these maps and you're able to change and spawn, be sure to go to Lucio to begin with, speed them out, gives your team an advantage because they'll get in quicker, and you just quickly switch back to Mercy and you could just GA forward really, really quickly. But yeah, so going forward, and we'll just wait for you guys to engage. Obviously, I love how you've already put your beam on your Sojourn. That's great. I love that jiggling like around the corner and then GAing forward. Very, very nice. I think that should have been a backwards GA, but I feel as though you kind of like messed it up a little bit, but it's all good. Alright. Lovely peel for your Zen. I'd still be playing up onto this high ground here. Like, it feels like you're kind of like flung yourself out. And I love how you like flung yourself out and then you're using your angelic descent around here. But I would have maybe done it just to, what's it called? I would have done it to still help these people, because this Tracer's still alive and you still, obviously, Tracer can really easily like one clip Zen pretty much. But I love this helping on your Winston and stuff. But yeah, I think you should have maybe been up still with the Zen. You know, he's still like quite high HP. Sadly, he ends up getting annihilated and stuff pretty much by the cast. Nice positioning though. I can't like. I think you just have to really be careful of this Tracer. So obviously you're paying your cover really, really nicely. Love this pocket on your Sojourn. It is great. Sadly, they end up capping it. Lovely escape from that Tracer and everything. I'd still stay with your Sojourn though, remember? Like, what you could do here is like, you did like a very nice escape, but as soon as you've done it, you can hop up, like you can still like hop quickly around and still help her, because you don't want to abandon her here, especially because your team is coming back as well. If she ends up dying now, you're going to stagger her like really, really badly, but we'll see what happens. Still got her in, which is nice. I would have maybe tried to bait out the hog hook a little bit, just because obviously you don't want him to hook you. And it luckily like did just like ignore you and everything. You need to peel for your break here. And you could do this by like hopping down, or you could do it by what's it called? Going around to like go and go and help like your break and stuff like that. You could drop down here, or you can obviously drop down in front like this. But yeah, so we'll keep going. The thing's on up so you can't res. Lovely helping your Sojourn. Okay, so with this res, I'd be like really cautious about going for the res here, just purely because the Tracer is going to be like focusing you and stuff like that. So what you want to do is essentially you want to you want to be kind of like focusing more on the point, helping out on the point and stuff like that, playing around here, and then you want to come back and help. You know, basically try and res this when the Tracer isn't looking or like gonna come like kill you basically. Sorry, I got a bit distracted for a second. Lovely, like, looking for an escape out, but you should still be, like, playing with your Sojourn here. Like, what you could do instead is, because you kind of, like, finished up here, you could stop with your Sojourn and come and, like, play up here and, you know, like, pocket from up here. Don't know if it kept her alive, but it feels like you're kind of, like, staggering a little bit now. Yeah. This is more of a just back out, which is obviously what you've done right now. Yeah, you can't help your Tracer there. Like, she just needs to die. She's just not, unfortunately. Your team are, like, staggering a lot, which doesn't really help. But you're doing the right thing, though, of staying. I'd go with your Sojourn now. Nice. I love that kind of, like, duke out for the Tracer and stuff. That was really, really good. Very nice on this. I love as well that with the Winston. You did the right thing of, like, obviously going in to try and, like, help kill the cast and stuff. Lovely use of movement to try and get round to go and help the Sojourn. Very, very nice. Very nice drop in front. Nice peel for your buff as well. Lovely res when they're not looking. Perfect. I'd like try and get up to your Sojourn now. I love the crouch spam there. That's just unfortunate. You did some very nice, like, what's it called? Sorry, I paused it. You did a lot, like, I love the crouch spamming there on the just in case with the hog. And you did kind of the right thing. I think the only thing is that I think you should have tried to GA up here. I don't know whether your Sojourn was out of your LOS or something, but I would like try to kind of like get up here or like get out from that position if you can. But it's just unfortunate with the whole hog. You did the right thing of like trying to go in and like help and stuff like that. But yeah. So just fast forward it a little bit more. So you have kind of like switched colours and everything now, but it's alright. It wouldn't register. I didn't want to walk across the point. That's fine then, Froggy, honestly. Because I saw her, but I was like trying like seeing whether you could. But if she's out of range from you, then 100% you did the right thing of like staying where you are. And then obviously you did. I feel as though you had no other option there rather than GA and go up like you did. But overall, your general like movements and stuff, like it feels like you have Mercy's movement like nailed down. Like you know what you need to do. It's just like certain bits of like there's some points where like you should be committing with like your Sojourn and like doing stuff with your Sojourn a little bit more. And there's other times where you kind of just like leave her when you're not meant to. But your use of like cover and playing like safe and like playing out of the way is amazing. Love this beam on your what's it called? And the flick onto the damage boost when she stops the DM is perfect. I'd still be helping here though, because I know obviously the point's been capped. Just like there's capped this point, you know, there's gonna be nobody that's gonna be able to come in and like help with that. Just stay here. You pinged. I think you pinged on the Mercy though, which is really, really good. But I'd still be pushed up here with your D.Va a little bit. So good. Obviously damage boosting D.Va to get her back in her mech, which is really nice. I think your D.Va died, didn't she? Yeah. Lovely move. Your movement, I cannot fault you on your movement. Like it feels like you always like know what options you have and your general like, you know, position and everything is great. Yeah, but you're looking at a res and realised it wasn't good enough, which was good. I love that. I would have GA'd near to point there just because of the Bastion. And then you do kind of get yourself in a little bit of a bad scenario there, but it's all good. Lovely positioning once again, round the corner. Lovely res. Wait for your Sojourn to slide out before you did. I would have still like done like a quick look at it on the just in case that she was like still like wanting to go in and fight. So that's all good. Don't do like what I did and Val cover the train tracks like earlier when I hit the die-in. We Val. I agree with this Val. Biggest so you only really need to be contesting the point like you are here when your team have it captured. The point so your team don't have the point captured back here, like around here. So you can pocket your Sojourn, and also if you need to, your beam will reach all the way over here. So yeah, so I think definitely don't, what's it called? Don't be on point unless if your team have captured the point and stuff like that. So yeah, play back here. It also helps you like staying out of the LOS of this bastion, which you've worked out and done extremely well here. Lovely. Wait for the recall to res. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. Help you D.Va get back into spec by healing her. Perfect. Lovely. I love this. Saving your GA and waiting away from your Sojourn is perfect for this. Obviously, your Trace doesn't get picked off. Let me just quickly go back and re-review this situation. And sorry, I know the colors of what's it called flipped again. I just want to re-review this to see what we could have. I don't know whether you could have done anything better here. So we put push up with the Sojourn. Perfect. Love that scenario for you. We're waiting for our GA on the just in case. Okay. Instead of backing off here, I would fully commit here with your Sojourn, right? Because even though your D.Va's weak, I believe that she can get an orb from this Zen really, really easily here. And also, it's only a Tracer that's focused on the side, right? So I would personally, I would wait and play over with your Sojourn instead. Maybe even wait for like, the Bastion ult to happen. Play with her. Your Tracer is going to take it out. I'm going to keep on having a look what happens. Okay. I think if you stayed with your Sojourn here, it would have helped out a lot more. I'm going to be honest. I think you kind of like made the wrong decision of going to help your D.Va here. You have to remember your D.Va is only fighting a Tracer. She has like a massive, massive DM that could just take a, clips worth of damage pretty much. And she'll have the Zen as well as a health pack back here and also an orb from the Zen, right? So I think here you should be just sticking it out with your Sojourn. What's help D.Va got so confused. And you're completely right for wanting to go and help the D.Va, 100%. You did the right thing of like wanting to go back and help. But I think you should have stuck that out with your Sojourn. Have trust in your Sojourn. But we'll see what happens with the scenario now. Lovely back off with the Zen. Looking around as well at the flanks is really, really good. Obviously then losing the point. Yeah. It's just unlucky. I feel as though you might have been able to come out. I think you should have backed off with your D.Va here when the fight was lost. And maybe like stand up here and damage boost her up here instead. Because obviously if your Zen needs helping, you can do that. Because it's kind of like you got stuck there and then realized, oh my gosh, what do I do kind of thing. And then you end up dying. And it's a bad stagger. But once again, I think that's more of like a hindsight kind of thing. But I don't know. We'll just see what happens. We have a sim now as well, which is, what's it called? A lot better than the Tracer for damage boosting and stuff. I guess this is where your controller was freaking out a little bit, so it's alright. I would have had a go at you if like it wasn't your controller. But yeah, because I know you said your controller was bugging out, which is completely fine. I think you actually pressed the crouch button there, didn't you? Did you know this Tracer was 1 HP or not? Because, like, if you're in VC, normally people are like, she's won! Or, like, in which case I would have, like, just GA'd in and just, bam, whacked with the staff and stuff like that. But obviously, if you went in voice chat, then obviously you don't really know. But it's all good. Love what you're paying. Love this damage boost. Lovely help on the sim. Lovely up as well. Can't help there, sadly, which is unfortunate. Lovely damage boost, though. Instead of doing a super jump up here, I would have just completely finished off this GA out and then either, like, done, like, a bunny hop in order to stay over here, or would have GA'd, like, all the way over here. But, yeah. Can't res there, which is unfortunate. Obviously helping your Sojourn. That's just unlucky with the sign. They play stuff like so weirdly on this map, I swear. Lovely GA though to go and help. Valve, very nice. I wouldn't have like GA because I know you want to go for this res, but you have to think but like, okay, what's going on around me and stuff like that. You start to remember there's still that Tracer that was alive there at the time and everything. So instead of like going down and trying to get this res, which I personally don't think you're going to get off, I would just still stay up in the air. still play like around like here. You can even like play like up round here if needed to as well. But it's okay. But nice capture on the point once people have gone. Very, very nice. Awesome. And I'm guessing your controller's bugging out a little bit more, which is alright. I think your diva... Okay. I was like, your diva's wanting to go like get her meg back, but I have absolutely no clue what she's doing now. Nice. And then she should remag now. Okay. So I would have waited for her to get her mech back, and you kind of like flick onto the screen to know when she is. And then I guess she's what's it called? She obviously just remechs on everyone. So I would have like gone back like to my team maybe at this point, like when she had it. But you know, she remechs on it. Fair enough. I think that was a bad GA personally. I would have still like tried to keep distance and stuff. Lovely up though, because obviously they won't be able to attack you from there. Just unlucky. I would have still stayed up on the high ground here. But it's all good. Lovely movement again. Lovely res on the sim as well, while they're all distracted by the diva. Right, so I feel as though, yeah, because you just got up to it now. You need to do exactly what you've been doing with your super jumps, like you are now, right? Instead of using your super jump just to get up into the air, like for example in this scenario here, you're using your super jump quite a lot just to super jump above the point like this. Instead, you should always try to super jump with a purpose, right? As Neandra always likes to say, a good quote, you know, the famous Neandra at this point, don't use super jump to position, use it to reposition. Which is exactly what you did, as I was literally just about to tell you. You did it perfectly, using your super jump, getting up here. I love like the pistol getting out. I would still keep the blue beam on here, especially because your sim's going to be really, really high charge now. So literally just keep your beam on your sim. Perfect, so you cap it out. So, I think, Froggy, your main kind of thing is kind of commitment with you a lot of the time. Because I will not fault your positioning or like your movement. Your movement with Mercy is perfect. Like, you know how to move with her and stuff like that. You know how to, like, you know, the majority of the time you know how to position quite well. It's just, like, you need to have that confidence and have that confidence to go in and be aggressive with like your sojourn, or like go in and be aggressive with people at certain points. But I cannot fault you on what's called your movement. So lovely position here using the wall. Lovely going out. Obviously Sim ends up falling, which is fair enough. I'd go in to go and help Diva now. Using the drum, which is perfect. Just remember, if you're on this drum, be sure to like crouch spam a little bit here more instead of what's it called, because if assault normally hit scans like to chill out up on here, and they could still see you on the top of this drum from where you are. So be sure to still like crouch spam a little bit on this drum if you want to play it, but it's still a great position to play on. And again, the enemy Mercy's also had like a very similar thing. How did your Sojourn die? Can I ask? Because she ends up dying to the Winston. Where's the Winston? Or am I just blind? Okay, let me rewind. I want to see how your Sojourn died. Let's watch from like a third person perspective. So, we're focusing blue beam on the what's it called? The Sojourn. Great. So, you need to, I think you should have gone in a little bit sooner. And the reason I'm being really, really nitpicky with you right now is because I personally believe you are way better than Plat right now. I believe you are more of like a diamond player, a diamond like maybe low masters, I'd say. So I will be a little bit more nitpicky with you, Froggy. I'm going to be honest. Okay, I would have gotten a little bit sooner with this than what you did. Perfect, playing the drum. Spam crouch on the drum. But then as soon as the Diva is like, because the Diva has the orb on her as well, and once she gets like above like a certain HP, once again, I'd be going over to my Sojourn. So there we go. Obviously saying hi. I think at the point where she starts to get this armor back, because I believe they take less hits as well with the armor, because she still has the orb on her, I'd be going in with the Sojourn, and I'd like GA over, playing like back here with your Sojourn, because you're not needed on point now either. And yeah, you're very like focused on saying hello to this Mercy, which is all cute and all and everything. But remember, you want to be with your Sojourn, because if you're with this Sojourn, no, Mercy's healing literally does the exact same amount of like healing as Winston does with his primary fire. So you would be able to help out a lot more and play back here. But that's just being like really, really nitpicky right now with you. Obviously peeling back to go and be with Zen. Lovely ping on the res to say you're going to go res, which is perfect. Obviously helping out your diva, which is perfect. And yeah, obviously capping the point. Lovely. Obviously demons are getting remexed here. I think she was in too aggressively, personally, in my opinion. But it's all good. Okay, what are we doing now? Let's keep a third eye view. Because I'd still be up here with my Sojourn a little bit here. Because I think as soon as you kind of like helped your diva get out, I would have like still played maybe like more like around here with the Sojourn. And then once she kind of like backs off a little bit, like she is now, you could then stick the blue beam onto your diva. But we picked her up now, which is nice. Straight to damage boosting the diva, which is great. Obviously then you kind of like leave her because she's got her mech, which is perfect. Playing with your Sojourn again like normal, which is great. I feel as though you're spamming, because I think you could have saved this Sim as well a little bit more here. You're using your GAs just to kind of like come up onto this barrel thing here, which is great, but you don't need to be up here at this very moment in time. You can literally play back here. Once you see this Symmetra is getting focused a little bit, you can just get your Beam Hunter and GA out like this, and I think you should instead be playing this low ground and playing underneath the drum instead, alright? Because I think you might have been able to help the what's called the Sim a little bit more. Lovely decision on not to res and to help your diva instead, which is lovely. Nice. Obviously, they think that someone's over there. I'm hoping that's another controller issue. It probably is another controller issue, but you did the right thing going to peel for your Sojourn at the end there. Lovely calling out that you have Valk. Looking back at your team, which is really, really nice. To help your Sojourn. She gets picked off, that's alright. Lovely looking for the nearest exit. Lovely focus on the diva, who's obviously going to focus. We res, okay. I'd still be very cautious with that res, yeah. Because I'd like maybe ping it and wait for your diva to come and help you with it. Just purely because, what's it called? This pharmacy is still alive. If the Pharah gets 2 direct rockets on you, especially if they're damage boosted, you're going to die during this res. And I love the idea that you go to res here, but I'd like wait and then be like, I'll ping it, or like say to your diva, be like, I want to res. And then she will DM it for you while you sit and res this. I think it's a little bit like risky, but then we valked, but it's all good. Obviously you get constant health regen, which is good. Still helping your Sojourn, which is very, very nice. Lovely help. I don't know whether you help your diva out there anymore. For this entire ultimate, I would have just stayed, what's it called? I would have just stayed damage boosting the Sojourn here. And like, I know you want to help this diva and stuff like that, but your Sojourn is using this ult, and her ult with a damage boost just rips through people and will easily annihilate this team before this diva even like needs like time to, you know, heal basically. So I'd like stick my blue beam on her, and if needed, the Zen should put the orb on the diva if needed. So go in, commit with this Sojourn, right? Which is kind of like what you do at the end. But I think it looks like we're going to win this fight, which is really, really good. So, overall, Froggy, your movement, as I said before, is outstanding. Your movement is amazing, okay? And also, like, your positioning at the majority of the time is also amazing. Your positioning, really, really good. My issue comes with you is I feel as though there are certain points where you kind of position yourself badly, like, very, like, minimally. You position yourself badly, or you, what's it called? you don't commit. Like, I feel as though, what's it called? You need to commit with the Sojourn more and really, really trust in your DPS. Because once you get higher ranks and stuff like that, you will be able to trust your DPS a lot more. I know obviously this is plat, but I'm treating this as more of like a diamond Masters VOD review for you because you play amazingly. And I don't understand why you are, what's it called? I don't understand why you are, plat. You should be way higher. You should be like diamond masters with your movement and your general mechanics as Mercy. And I think there's like certain other points as well where you could push the blue beam a little bit more. But I think overall it's really, really good. You just need to commit with your Sojourn a little bit more. Remember, she's still like she's gonna be your main blue beam target and stuff, and commit with her when she wants to commit. But overall, Froggy, I didn't have nothing else to say to you. It's amazing. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.